Since the first day the houses started collapsing, I've been covering the Buxton oceanfront and coastal storm after coastal storm. The most recent one impacts can be seen right on this house, which used to have decks until this past weekend. I'm Will Thomas, your Outer Banks neighborhood reporter. On Tuesday, while I was here, I ran into the former homeowner of the 8th house to collapse here. For James Hartshorn, a former homeowner whose house became the 8th to collapse in Buxton, watching the oceanfront change has been heartbreaking.
It gets sadder as time goes on. It was just kind of a surprise and a disappointment when it fell in.
Looking out at where his home once stood, James reflects on 3 decades of memories here. He owned this oceanfront property for 30 years before selling it 2 years ago. On October 2nd, neighbors watched as it became the 8th house to collapse into the ocean.
The house name was Windermere, and we bought that after renting it in 1993.
For James and his family, this wasn't just a house. It was the heart of countless family gatherings and cherished moments.
We used to always sit in that top card playing area up on top of that that looked out on the ocean with my parents, and we'd eat peach ice cream when the full moon came up, and it was just kind of like, that's never going to happen again.
James remembers when this stretch of beach looked completely different, when families felt secure about their oceanfront properties.
It had a dune in front of it about 25 feet tall and all vegetated, and we thought it would never go away.
It's an unfortunate reality facing this entire neighborhood right now. Rapid erosion and relentless coastal storms that continue to threaten homes.
I thought we were going to be 10 years down the road from what happened here this last month.
For James, this experience has been a painful lesson about life in a coastal community, but the memories of good times with neighbors and family remain precious.
That's kind of the big thing, just the memories you have with, parents that have passed on, and it's just kind of like it's not there anymore.
The challenges continue for families throughout the area. Houses in Buxton are still holding on after our most recent coastal storm hit the Outer Banks. On Tuesday, overwash once again broke through the dune on NC-12 in the area between the Mark Bass Knight Bridge and the Pea Island National Wildlife Refuge Visitor Center. NCDOT says right now the expectation is for it to reopen on Wednesday at 6 p.m. In Buxton, Will Thomas, WTKR News 3.